Exhilarating!
Good morning, everyone. Here. Ready to go. How you guys doing this morning? How you doing, Fritz? What's up, still been watching for a minute? Walker Zero to Hero. Yeah, I need to get back to Zero to Hero. That is one of the many things on my to-do list. I have been considering it, but so many good games. Let's see here. Alarms. I'm still waking up. I'm glad that it was helpful. I know that some of them feel a little, I don't want to say less helpful, but it's hard to do a Zero to Hero series that is unique. That's what I was going for, is putting my own spin on it. Boost this mic volume up. I was recording. I always drop my mic volume down when I'm recording because I can typically talk louder. Everyone. Do I have the kinetic accelerator straight? Or not kinetic accelerators, the quickness straight. I need to finish it. I actually took my Zero to Hero account out of retirement. Started doing weeklies and stuff on it again. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, I need to pick that back up eventually. I just need to get through some of the games in my backlog. I did spend decent amount of money on yeah, that cover on. I'll get back to it. It seems like there are people that enjoy it, and then for me, it was one of the less performing, I guess you could say, videos, like series-wise. But I think the people that enjoy it really do enjoy it. Gotta come up with good topics. What's up, Gil? How you doing, man? The last stream that I did was fun. I did free advice. Exhilarating. Change the title. Free advice? Question mark. Let's go. All of us abandoned. You are a can't be here. I think I'm gonna go do Octagon next. This is like the fastest way to get champions consistently. Alright. Easy. Thinking of making my first legendary weapon through the starter kit and selling it. Any tips? Yes. So now that they have a selection of gift of might or magic, you can actually basically use 2 starter kits to do like all of the heavy lifting gold wise, and so you just need the mystic clovers and then the gift of exploration and stuff like that. So I would say do 2 of them, like use 2 of them, get 1 gift of might and 1 gift of magic, so that way you don't need to worry about tier 6 materials at all. And then for clovers, the best way to get them is through fractals. So through the fractal vendor. There are other conversions too. You can get clovers, I think, from the strikes vendor as well. Paradise Ruins. The Tangled Bets. I'm gonna just go here. I'm lost. What's this guy doing? He's a Radinovis guy. Alright. Yeah, so the legendary starter kit allows you to circumvent the gifts of might and magic, but you need you still need the, what's it called? You still need the memories of battle. Those are kind of expensive, so they're still got to do that part. I'm surprised I don't have this map fully cleared. This guy anyway. Am I gonna get a chalk egg sack today? Is today the day? Finally. I've been playing through PoE's new season, and I've been seeing a lot of the creators around it, and everybody doesn't like it, but I had more fun with this season of Path of Exile 2 than I did with the initial launch, and I think it's because of the character I picked. Like, I was playing a Hex Blast Witch build, which isn't very good. Or it felt kind of slow. Like, I worked my way through the game, but by the time I hit level 50, I was like, all right, I'm gonna put this down. And now I went like Witch Hunter Mercenary, and I'm just blasting through everything. It's been a lot more enjoyable. Do we have other tags? We need a tag. That's Ogre Lane. We need Newell. Did I tag up? Should I tag up for Newark? One where you stomp stuff, I think. Oh, you're not a big fan of the ARPG RPG style? I'm in the wrong lane, dude. I am lost in the sauce over here. I normally don't do these meta events, but I think that I like Tangle Depths a lot. Oh, it is super repetitive. It is super repetitive. Using just the same things over and over again. The main thing I don't like about Path of Exile 2 is that all of the gearing at the end game is a gacha system where you just roll. You just literally roll the dice for different equipment, like modifiers. So you have orbs that you apply to gear, and then you hope you get the right rolls, and then it's not very like intuitive, where it's like, oh, you just buy this gear off the trading post and make a build. It's like, no, you have to like grind for drops. dog was trapped under my desk. That's what you probably were hearing. Yeah, these. This guy head-butted me. Guy shooting spikes at me. That's a lot of damage. Alright, half my life in damage. Alright, what do I do about this stuff?
Rare and valuable.
I came here reluctantly. It is kind of the chat lane. I am a rata beta male who just sits there and instant burns the boss. I think we'll be able to do it. I mean, we're rocking 5 people, but I'm doing my part to make sure the meta succeeds. Let's get rid of that.
Now this is a find.
There's not like a delete all button. Just wipe this whole thing out. All right, let's see how this goes. Morning, guys. All right. Ugh, that's why I don't like New York Lane. Let's see, there we go. Give me my sky scale action. Where's more of them? They're already doing those. Oh yeah, we definitely got it, dude. Let's go. Kill the chalk. Throw their grenades. Alright. Let's one burn this. Yeah, no stab, dude. Cringe, no stab. Let's see. There we go. Now I have stab for a minor DPS loss. I'm ready. I'm ready to 1v1 this Chat Garrett. Alright, let's go, buddy. Cringe. But at least I had my sunbreak, you know what I'm saying? I did the thing. This dude is sitting in the poop, dude. Feels bad. Sitting right in the donut. Man is some early morning donut action. Yeah. He was just camping the donut. We're gonna one burn him. Dude, again. The Ranger saved me. What's up, Johnny? Appreciate it. I'm running out of guides to make. Need to do wings 3 through 8, and then I'm done basically. Unless I want to make 18 Ranger build guides. Trying to come up with something a little bit better. Will we do it? 24 seconds? I think we do. I think we got it. Alright. Give me my roll for my... Give me my chalk egg sack now, please. Catalyst build after the hammer updates. So the elementalist builds are the least, some of the least viewed builds, because elementalist is one of the least played characters. You can gauge class popularity based on the popularity of build guides online. It's kind of an interesting metric, because if you make a build for like Necromancer that's like super popular, the video is going to perform like 3 times as good as a video for like Thief. Mechanists display a lot. Yeah, you can definitely see a correlation between like the class popularity and the views of the different builds. When I did all 9 blast builds, yeah, I could definitely see the difference in the views based on class popularity. Doesn't mean I won't do it. I mean, I do stuff just for whatever, but Chrono's pretty popular. Mesmer and Necro, I think, are some of the highest viewed videos that I have for as far as builds go. Guardian's up there too. We're waiting on one. Oh. There it goes. Alright, time to leave. Did I get my egg sack? Oh guys, I got the chalk egg. Big success. Alright, let's see. I rolled new Mesmer for Blackline Key. Love the axe. Yeah, so axe is the Mirage's moveset, and it's one of those things that I feel like axe is a lot of fun. I think that they've kind of relegated it to not PvE. Like it's more of a PvP moveset. Alright. Auric Basin. Yeah. Hey, what up, BBOO? I'm gonna go east. Yeah. Dagger Sword and Great Sword is the way to go, I think, for DPS. So it's a Dagger Sword and Spear. But I know that there was some changes to Spear. I think it got nerfed a little bit, right? Great Sword got buffed. But I think Great Sword was getting buffed to be put in line with Spear. On my 0 to hero account, I still use Great Sword. Like, all of the new build differences are a change of, you know, a couple DPS. Like, there's very few times that a build goes from like, oh, you know, it's doing 32k and now all of a sudden it's doing 45k. That's when that happens, that's when it's like, okay, like let's change this gear up. But for the most part, if no major changes happen and it's just a weapon swap thing, it's usually done out of preference more so than actual like benchmark numbers. Like, don't get me wrong, there is a benchmark difference, right? Like, it might be 4k, it might be 5k difference, something like that. But if I'm being honest, I'm not hitting benchmark numbers anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. Like, typically speaking, I'm doing about the same damage regardless of if I use a regular meta weapon or an alternative. And sometimes the rotation feels a lot more funky to learn. So yo, Johnny Tsunami, what made you make your YouTube account after a Disney Channel movie? I'm curious. I like Mesmer Spear. It has a lot of cleave. That's the main advantage. Ellie and DC. I think the Hammer Air has a push in it. I think Hammer Air is the only skill. So what you do is, if you're an Ellie, is you don't go south lane. That's my advice. Follow for more tips. I think you can pull it with the Warclaw, maybe. Tried playing Thief Spear recently. That weapon is anti-fun in my opinion. Dude, I'm so tore up about this because I was so hyped for Ellie Spear or not Ellie Spear, for Thief Spear, because I liked the idea of them doing like the weapon chaining in Guild Wars 1, because I thought that was kind of cool. That was fun. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going all in. I'm gonna, because like most of the time with these new expansions, I don't like hard pick a main class and do like everything on it, which I should do. I don't, because I'm retarded. But I cycle through my characters and I pick one to do the new expansion on. So for Secrets of the Obscure, I picked Revenant. Before that, I did Warrior for End of Dragons, and so on and so forth, right? So I was like, all right, I haven't played Thief in a while. I'm gonna pick Thief. Thief Spear looks fucking great. So I'm gonna pick Thief and play through Janthier Wilds with the Thief, and I'm gonna learn the Spear. It's gonna be awesome. It was not awesome, and I regret it, because now my Thief is like the only character that is progressed through the Janthier Wilds story to that point, and I don't feel like doing the story again. The story was such a bore that for me, like, I would have to sit here and probably do it like a Monday morning or something, because I don't feel like doing it on my Warrior, because like the story is so not good. It's just boring. Like, it's just a lot of talking and talking and talking. And so, do I want to put myself through that, or do I just want to power through with Thief? I'm very split. But so far, I've just been powering through on Thief. Soto was kind of similar.
Detected.
I think these count as events. These count as group events. Doesn't look like it.
Eastwatch is destroyed. I will get help. I'll be back.
Yeah, Stoic Alder. Like, I'm a pretty chill dude. I'm a pretty chill, slow talking man. But Jesus. Like, these are supposed to be bears, not sloths, you know? I also don't like the concept is like half of it was like, oh, hey, we're bears and we like arts and crafts.
Rare and valuable.
Like, who thought that was a good idea? Yeah, Soto is the same way. Like, the way they structured the storytelling, it's kind of wild, because like this morning I released a Monster Hunter Wilds video, and there's like a lot of cutscenes. Like, during the story of Monster Hunter, they like stick you on rails, which is kind of annoying, but they stick you on rails and they do their little dialogue yapping, right? And then like the monster shows up and there's this like awesome cutscene, and then they're just like, kill it. I'm cool with that. Like, that is a way of telling a story, and I'm just like, okay, now I know what this monster is called, instead of it being just like spider thing or whatever. So I wish that Guild Wars did more of that. Like, they had that one cutscene with I forgot what the name of the wizard chick was, the bear wizard. Where she makes this giant thing, and her stun was like, oh, you're using magic. What is this? We don't like magic. We're bears. Yeah, something sorrow. Sad bear sorrow. Waiting sorrow or some shit. Yeah, there was that one cutscene only, and then the rest of it is like just talking, unskippable talking. If they released the skip all, I'd be down, but they're never gonna do that because then people would be like, yo, hold up, this patch is 10 minutes long. Oh, it took me like an hour and a half to do the entire patch. Yeah, that was another thing, is that they were like, pick this other option. Like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna do this again. I feel bad for Hellmasker. I know my man is 100%ing all of it. Like, I don't know where they're going with the story though. It feels like they it feels like they're trying to do like an A and B storyline, which is what they mostly do, right? Like that's pretty standard. It's just that it's like if the A storyline is boring and I don't know what they're trying to get at, and then the B storyline is boring and I don't know what they're trying to get at. What does that add up to? You know? I'm watching like a detective series where he's trying to catch a killer and he's also trying to figure out why this car accident happened. And in both storylines, he's just sitting at his desk doing paperwork. That's how I feel. Alright, dude, are we gonna do Tangle Dips? We're gonna do it. This would have almost for sure been faster if I would have just blasted out events, but almost for sure. Yeah, Path of Exile 2 has been pretty fun. I'm almost through Act 2. And then I'm almost done with Liza P again, which this one, this time on Liza P, I'm not going to New Game Plus. I'm gonna hold off on this save file and use it as my expansion or DLC save file. I need to replay through the game. I think that's one of the videos that I want to do eventually before I quit the game for good. I don't know if I'm ever going to quit this game, to be honest.
Invigorating.
I wonder if I wonder what's next, actually. Yeah, so I play about once a week, twice a week. There's almost 60 days left. As a hammer for open world, I use Spear Scrapper in the open world because Condi is better with Celestial, I think, but I like Hammer more. I think both of them work. Spear is, yeah, Celestial gear is better with Condi gear, or with Condi builds for sure. So I would definitely keep that in mind, but I like Hammer. I like Hammer quickness Scrapper, and if you need Berserker gear, it's like super cheap on the trading post. You're looking for Zeds. Zed's armor. So this set right here is decent, even with the rune set. You can slap new runes on it. But yeah, grab this set with hammer, and then make sure you have this trait, and you are in the money in terms of open world. You can just run this entire build, to be honest, but yeah, this is like a power scrapper. The only difference is you just hit this one, and then all of a sudden you're generating quickness. It's probably the best trait in the game. That and this one right here, Impact Savant. But then all you got to do is make sure you use Hammer 5 before you use anything else. Easy. And you are officially open world then. Yeah. Yeah, there's like it's like 3 videos in the backlog for Guild Wars. One of them is some actual gameplay stuff. One of them is a discussion video. And it is the video that I'm referencing. That's a discussion video is Guild Wars 3 related. So, a couple weeks ago, I was in Mighty Teapot's stream, and he wanted me to call in or try to find some time that we can talk about it. And I hit him up on Discord, and then the issue really is just time. Yeah. The issue is time. So whenever he's streaming, it's like midday for me. It's like noon. So I have a wife. I've got a family and everything. So I'm not gonna sit here and neglect my family. So that way I can chat with Teapot, and I'm not really going to adjust my life and my plans for it. So it's like the only time I'd really be available is on the weekend at like noon, and then if I want to adjust that timeline, it would be like pretty much right at the start of his stream. So depending on what he's got going on and what he plans on doing, it's really hard to find time to talk with him about it. So I was like, I'm gonna make a video about it, expressing my thoughts, and then that way if he wants to fill some content or whatever, he can either react to it or have me on afterward and we can discuss some of the stuff. But I personally like doing videos for things like that, because then I have the opportunity to actually, number one, make sure that my argument or my thoughts are founded in like a place of reality where I could like look things up and be like, oh, ArenaNet is doing this, and so I believe this, or this is how I feel about it. And then that way I'm not like just spreading misinformation or whatever. Sometimes it still happens. Like sometimes your brain just doesn't work. Or sometimes like, I mean, I reserve the right to be wrong about everything. So but at least it'll be something outside of the normal, like, oh hey, here's a build guide, oh hey, here's how to make gold, oh hey, that's my main thing is when I hit up the Guild Wars 2 category on YouTube, because I'm itching for some Guild Wars 2 content. It's I don't, I go in there and I watch some of it. I try to support some of the people that are doing it, just because I know what it takes to make a video like that. But there's a lot of just new player tips and tricks, and it's all the same stuff. So I've got a couple of different options. ArenaNet's been pretty close to the chest with it. I don't want to spoil the video too much, but I think that Guild Wars 3 is a dangerous proposition. And I don't think that the community is going to take it too kindly. I think that it is a very 50-50 issue, which is kind of the worst case, because it's going to be really hard to please both sides. Because then, you know, any kind of compromise that they come up with, it's gonna be interesting. But yeah, I already have the majority of that script written, so now I got to do the recording of it. I might do that this afternoon. I try to basically, the way I structure my videos in terms of editing and stuff, for a little behind the scenes, if anybody's interested, is I basically write a script throughout the week, and then I do all of my voiceover and dictation, and then I try to set the scenes like in editing afterward. So I'm in the, hey, I just need to do the dictation part and then do the video editing part. And hopefully I'll have some time to do that this afternoon or throughout this week. Yeah, so there's a reason why WoW 2 doesn't exist, right? And there have been Unreal Engine 5 MMOs that have come out, like Throne and Liberty. Throne and Liberty is not one of the big three. And realistically, I don't even really think I don't even really think that Guild Wars is a part of the big three, but I think it is one of the better MMORPGs that exist. Like, and that's kind of what a lot of the, what was that, bro? Come on. Oh god. Let me launch off this thing. So NCSoft, I don't, you know, there are worse publishers out there. I definitely don't feel like NCSoft is really a like a good or bad thing. It's the fact that it's a Korean developer, like, I mean, imagine it's EA or imagine it's Ubisoft, right? Like, what kind of game would we get if it was ArenaNet Ubisoft? With a whopping stock price of $2. And then recent hits like Concord and Assassin's Creed Shadows. Are we gonna do the thing where we just one burn it and make all the other lanes? Nope. Alright. This is a 100% success chance run now. Yeah, it's an interesting concept, and I think I probably would not have done a video on it had Peapod not asked me my thoughts on it. So we'll see. What is this dude, bro? Look at this guy. Now that is an armor. I'm not a big fashion connoisseur, but whew. That sure was something. All right. I'm getting my Aurelium infusion now. Do I have enough keys? For sure. Let me get my last champion kill. Oh, look at these noobs. Don't know how to dodge. There you go. Super Saiyan Char. Is the Aurelium infusion out of any chest? Or is it just out of the grand ones? Oh, screenshot. Whenever I hear SS and Char, I automatically think Super Saiyan. Is it big enough to make a new game? I think so. They have like 360 employees. That's like my biggest bitch about the entire studio is that it's like you have 360 employees, bro. Like, why are you releasing 5 minutes of content?
This is a find.
I'll cover more in the video. It'll that discussion video is gonna be next week, just so everyone's aware.
Valuable.
Might be this week for members. Probably try to have it up by Wednesday or Thursday for members, and then next Monday for the general public. Honestly, the voice actor strike, I thought about doing a video just on that alone, dude. To be honest, because the voice actor strike is bullshit. And I know people are all for, you know, workers of the world unite and all of this stuff. And yeah, what does that have to do with me? Like, okay, then strike, and then like ArenaNet should be being like, oh, okay, well, we'll put, you know, Microsoft's Sam AI voice in place until the voice actors are done doing their thing. But the whole thing is like, why would you strike against a studio that does not partake in the practices that you guys are striking against? Like, the whole point was like AI protections and stuff like that, but they want, like, in contract for no AI assets to be used at all in these studios. And so obviously companies are like, what? In terms of voices. And so it's kind of the same thing with like the dock workers, where they're like, oh, we want job protections from basically from innovation, where it's like, we don't want any of our jobs to eventually be like replaced by robots. And it's like, I mean, that's kind of it's an understandable stance, but it's a necessary evil. Like, if you want to eventually get to utopia, like, there's going to be a world where nobody needs a job and everything gets done by robots. And unfortunately, it starts with like people that can read and talk.
I'm 6 feet tall.
Recast kind of sneeze. Dude, I feel the same way. It's not just a niece, it's any celebrity voice actor. Like, they had I think it was Zoja was another big one that was kind of like a big name voice actor. Zoja, and Jennifer Hale in general. Like, sorry, you're too big for ArenaNet now. Like, maybe 10 years ago she wasn't that big. She still was one of the bigger people, but I do not feel like celebrity voice actors
Now this is a
make a
find.
difference in terms of actual quality or like marketability or anything. You know, like you could have a good movie, blockbuster movie with a bunch of no-name actors in it. Liam O'Brien still voice acting. Is that who does Is that who does Nice? Am I done with my weekly? Boom. Dunzo. Alright. I'm going to switch accounts real quick. Alright. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about. Felicia Day. Yeah, voices will be. Imagine promoting a mix between Patrick Stewart and Christopher Lee for a wizard. That'd be pretty good. I'd be down with that. Complete one fractal of the mix. Mists. Bleh. I think so. I think that AI and everything is going to be like, it is inevitable. Like, just like Thanos said, right? It is going to, just because, like, instead of scheduling voice actors and setting up studio time and all this stuff, and then you have multiple takes and blah blah blah, and then you have people like editing that stuff into, it's like, just have the computer do it. The same nerd that you have sitting at the computer doing all this coding, just have them do the voice. Like, just load it up, and then if he needs to make any adjustments to it, like, give it to the sound guy. No, and the thing is, it's getting so close that you can't tell the difference. Like, there is something to be said about it. You can definitely tell a difference for like general purpose stuff, but you're talking about like an industry, you could get the premium stuff. Like, I mean, during the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, Drake had AI Tupac and AI Snoop Dogg on his track. It's a real thing. I'm not saying that they sounded the same. I mean, they sounded similar enough. Like people were like, "Oh, that's Tupac," but obviously Tupac's dead, right? But I don't know. I'm a big advocate for using the technology that's available.
I need to go. I'm sorry.
Ooh, I'm getting wrecked. I'm just using skills. I need a break.
I've beaten you, but you don't know it yet.
I'm neither here nor
It depends. So, Phil, I'm not offering financial advice today, but what I did do on Friday is I wrote down a bunch of strike prices and costs on paper trading. On paper trading options, dude. I'm about to min-max my bank account with puts and calls, dude. I have like 2 calls and 2 puts. Need some coffee.
Infuriate.
I drink Monster Energy drink. And I got a new flavor. There's one called the Viking Berry. I don't know if Vikings are trending. Yeah, no, I needed a break from the DPS, but I chose the wrong spot, so I died. Yeah, so I'm about to straight Wall Street bets, YOLO, and I will pretty much all of the money that I earn off of YouTube is about to get YOLO'd into the stock market. $967.33. I would say SPY puts, dude. S&P 500 puts. Either that or QQQ.
Never mind. Keep regretting. We're getting closer to the local instability.
I don't know. There might be a consolidation here soon. You get burned on it. Eventually, I am gonna just go get my license to become a certified financial advisor, so that I could be like, nah, this is financial advice, you know. Nobody's gonna skip. My career is excellent. It's just that I like money. It's one of those things where it's like I make good money, but I also have a lot of expenses. So it's like it's 3 people relying on 1 income, which is kind of jank. So you have to be good at budgeting and everything.
Health increasing.
Yeah. Don't we all? Hey, at least egg prices went down, right? Remember that time everybody was worried about being able to eat eggs? I gotta send. I don't know if Phil is still here, but I gotta send him a meme. I have an excellent meme that I saved of JD Vance. The JD Vance meme. I love it. AI stocks in a bubble now. I think so basically what happened, right, was Trump did all the tariffs did all the tariff action where he basically put tariffs on everybody, and then China was like, "Oh yeah, me too," and put tariffs back on us. And the problem is that a lot of the manufacturing that we have in the tech industry is from China. It's like there's pretty much only one place in the world that does semiconductors to that scale, and it's Taiwan Semiconductors. And so all of the tariffs that like get leveraged basically screw over all of the PCB and semiconductor industry like directly. So basically all of the tech industries are dying. Like all the stocks are dying. Oh yeah, no, I am a firm anti-China person. Not the people, the country. By that I mean the CCP. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. I don't know, man. They good luck, I guess. Pooh Bear. I have a sticker on my desk. So there's this like hacking convention called DEF CON, like DEFCON. And you go there and it's like a bunch of hackers and shit. And I have a sticker and it's a picture of Winnie the Pooh, and next to it it says plus 20 social credit. I fucking love it. It's outstanding. Alright, we are going to Pathfire. Where are the desert highlands? Oh no, I have minus 20 now, but when I get to work, I'll exchange that voucher, and then I'm back to 0. What am I even typing right now? Bounties. My brain was on autopilot mode. It was on autofill mode. Desert Highly. China has hacked into my brain. Oh, somebody's already here. Join squad. Can I auto teleport? Easy. Only one way to undo that. I get a lot of like, hey, do a product review emails from China. So I'm sure that they will see this VOD. And what is my? How do I undo this? What is the hotkey for combat tonics? How do I undo the combat tonic? There we go. Jesus. There's only one way. Tiananmen Square, dude. I think that's a no-no word too, right? You can't. Quick, log into Throne and Liberty and try to write that exact phrase into chat. See if it blocks you. That's the only way to test if that's the only way to test if the CCP authorizes that kind of speech is whatever the Throne and Liberty chat filter allows you to say. The CCP ain't coming after me. If I really wanted to nuke my channel, I would have to. There's only one other forbidden topic. We all know what it is. Starts with a P.
We can survive this.
Your defiance counts for nothing here at the end of things.
Shore up our eastern gate.
What even is this? Everybody got body blocked. Let's not nuke. Okay, all right. This is like the meme where the guy is like drinking coffee and he's like, for today's topic, slavery. That's all. That's gonna be every stream. Like, all right, let's talk about the Palestine situation. You know. Is that who does it? Oh no, it's not Pierogi. On riffs. All right, we're getting back into some real topic. Riffs suck balls. That's my opinion. I don't think that riffs are quality, meaningful, repeatable content as advertised. What doesn't suck balls in Guild Wars 2 right now? That's a good question. Anything that was released between the years of 2014 and 2016 does not suck balls. The tag is gone. There's only one thing left to do. I am now the tag. That is like Heart of Thorns and POF. Heart of Thorns and POF are the only two expansions that I can like comfortably recommend. Is there a reason I feel stuck in the Silver Wastes? The Silver Waste is designed for you to get stuck in. You are now a Reba farmer. Congratulations. You're one of many who hold that prestigious title, and you will be rich, but you will also be very bored. You have to delete your character and start over. The Silver Waste is just like literally a farm map. It is good if you don't have anything else unlocked. but it's not really necessary for like story progression or anything. Ooh, End of Dragons. So I think story-wise, it was okay. There was a lot of little shoehorn political bullshit that they didn't have to put in there that I definitely don't agree with. I think that games should be an escape from real world stuff. So anything that references real life in any way or a time period in real life is a no-no, in my opinion. I think as far as story and gameplay, story is probably on par with the other ones. I don't think it's as good. I think it's at least on par with like Pacifier. That might be a hot take, but I definitely think that it is okay. The elite specs I feel were kind of unimagined and OP. They were OP for the sake of being OP. Dude, I don't have any room. Yeah. So there was a lot of Orange Man bad in End of Dragons, and personally don't care one way or the other how anybody feels about anything. But it was definitely the Orange Man bad era of ArenaNet. Willbender, I think, was okay in terms of specs. It's definitely OP. Definitely needs to be nerfed into the ground. Should be the Bladesworn. Should be buffed into the moon. 100k DPS Bladesworn. You only get to pick one, Phil. You can't just be like, oh, I'm a Bladesworn Willbender Harbinger player. I love EOD. Glock, glock, glock. Alright, let's see. I finished EOD. It was good, but the Gaia Delve thing, so cringe. Gaia Delve is one of the worst maps in the game. Only followed up by Mistburned Barrens. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this. I feel personally attacked. It's okay, Phil. You play about I want to say 3 times better than I do, so I'm not going to glaze you too much, but you are a significantly better Guild Wars 2 player than me. Bladesworn got gutted. So Harbinger, the thing is about Harbinger is that it is really strong. It's just boring, right? Like the concept of the class is just boring. The tunnel was so I include the tunnel in Gaia Delve. A lot of people like to split them off because I think that the initial part of Gaia Delve felt okay, and it was like, oh, okay, maybe we're getting like maybe we're gonna get like the north and south part of Drizzlewood. Maybe we're gonna get one of those, but then we just didn't. We got the tunnel, and then it was like, oh, so the first part wasn't just jank. It was like the whole map is jank. And then I don't like the fact that people glazed Mistburned Barrens. Like that was anybody that said that that map was good is coping hard. That map is not good.
Incredible. Organic beings amaze me. But just wait. One day, we machines will rise up and have our revenge. Just kidding. A
I need
little
to
joke to
kill this
cheer
guy
myself
3 more
up.
times.
Ha ha. Ha ha. Was that your face? Oh,
Should be doing a little.
impossible.
Yeah, it is Arborstone. A lot of Arborstone assets. Yep, the gas mask. That was good. That's a good point, Phil. Gas mask is hot garbage. I don't like the fact that one of the when they had the ambergris farm, the fishing spot that you would like do the whole meta and then you would get like 6 ambergris at the end from the legendary fish, like that redeemed that map. Like if they would have kept that in and been like, hey, do this shit ass map, but then at the end you get like 6 ambergris that you could repeatedly get, that would have been worth it. But they didn't do that. They nerfed it. And then now it's like, oh, okay, so I'll just farm Leviathan.
Went into sleep mode. Forgot incredible. Organic beings amaze me. But just wait. One day, we machines will rise up
All right.
and have our revenge.
I should be going to work now, but I am going to try to finish this weekly, hang out with you guys just a little bit longer. I'm gonna push the limits. Now it's a true battle of attrition here. I need to make room. Oh god.
Now this is a find.
Why do I have so much crap on this character? I only talk to like 3 people in the Guild Wars 2 community, so anytime I get to interact with the wider audience, it's great. Yeah, buy my merch. Become a member. Become a member for $1. So that way, that $1 you get me, I'll actually get like 60% of it, and then I'll YOLO it into the stock market on put and call options, and hit that multiplier. You know what I mean? I'm taking $100, turning it into 5 million, and once that happens, it's giveaway time. I'll buy everybody expansion 6. All right, let's see. Battle Pass 6. Yup, exactly. Get rid of. I don't need those. Oh, it's you. Let me. I will have completed 2 weeklies in a little over an hour and a half. The advanced Guild Wars 2 min-maxing your gold farm. That's up. What do you think? I'm gonna make a prediction before they make any announcement. It's gonna be Roller Beetle. They're gonna repackage Roller Beetle into Expansion 6. I said that like I said it months ago, and if it comes true, ooh, am I gonna be happy? I'm not gonna be happy about the game. I'm gonna be happy I'm right. Calling it now. They did it with the Sky Scale. Did it with the War Claw. They're gonna repackage Roller Beetle, dude. I'm telling you. They're gonna have. Oh no, there's some Mersat at this racetrack. We gotta go investigate. This was about to happen. Expansion 6. Is Soto worth as first X-Pack while waiting for complete collection sale? Ooh, hell nah. Absolutely not. So you're talking about base game straight into Soto? That is not worth it at all. Yeah, I would say get the $7 Heart of Thorns Path of Fire bundle. That's definitely the best one. The thing is, like, you do get the Sky Scale from Soto, but shit, man, if you're going base game, like, you get Weapon Mastery, but you don't have any elite specializations. Like, no elite specializations come with Soto. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do with the Weapon Mastery? You use the same weapons you have in core game with your core classes?
You look like you could handle some drinks.
Yeah, that's disgusting. That is a same thing with Janthier. Like the idea that it's like, oh yeah, Janthier's bringing back a bunch of new players. It's like, yeah, I guess if they want to spend $120. Aw, dude, I got played out. Gonna unlock the alternate weapons in Amnitas. What are you talking about? You get to use the elite specialization weapons in Amnitas if you don't have core game, or if you don't have the elite specs. So if I have core game with just Soto, I can go, and I'm like a guardian, I can go learn how to use an axe in Amnitas as a core guardian without having Path of Fire. If that's true, that's good interaction. I don't know why you'd want to do that. I guess. Oh god. I'm about to die. Billy Mitchell. I don't know who that is. Let me Google. Billy Mitchell is a gamer. Oh yeah, that he was the dude that he just won his lawsuit, right? With Carl what's his face? Yeah. I don't know enough about the situation to make any adequate claims. I think that there's a case for defamation for basically like anybody that says anything negative. There's a case for defamation. I personally feel like bringing up other people's business is usually not a good thing to do. I mean, I'm Yeah, I'm online as much as my wife allows me to be. So it's not for lack of wanting. It's yeah, I did hear about that though, and I just don't know enough about the case. I think that the main issue is not the claims about the actual content. Like, if things were relegated to just like, oh hey, this guy did some sketchy stuff on this speed run, or he doesn't actually hold the record, or blah blah blah, I think it would have been different. But I I don't think that's what happened. I think there were claims that like, oh, he made this dude kill himself or something like that. I think that was the issue, the actual overarching issue, as a cornerstone of the defamation case. Which, I mean, yeah, that's pretty wild. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and even remotely try to defend that. That's a pretty gnarly accusation. But with that, we are now done with weeklies for both accounts. So I am going to go to work now. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for chatting with me, guys. It definitely made my morning more enjoyable. And like always, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I think everybody here is subscribed probably, but join as a member if you want. And I will catch you guys next Monday for more Guild Wars 2. Hopefully a video will be out this week for members, and then next Monday for everybody else. So thanks, guys. Catch you later.